Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press, where I am here with, I can't see it. Jeff?
What's happening?
I don't know. I can't
Just us,
see it
right?
because it's blocked.
Just us again, right?
Yep, it's just us. Julie's watching.
Dudes.
Just dudes.
Dudes only again. Well, who's going to read the... I got to read all the shit again?
You got to read all the shit
Killing
again.
me, man.
Putting in the,
Killing me,
putting in the
Smalls.
effort. Everybody appreciates it.
Everything around here.
And that is good. So Julie's home, still recovering with a bum leg, but she's watching.
Prayers to Julie. Are we live? How come I'm not getting I never get a notification that we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm just telling you I don't get it. It's really weird.
Because
well, you guys did something illegal on the channel.
Why is it us
the other
guys?
day, and Meta's got us all shut down, so I may not be getting any notice from it. I don't know what you guys are doing. But...
Yeah, Jeff, you should know better.
I didn't do
law school.
I didn't do nothing.
Whatever.
I didn't do nothing, so I don't know why. All I know is I got an email from Facebook that said our site violated the rules and therefore it's not being pushed or shared to people or whatever that means. So whatever that means.
Maybe they don't like good bourbon.
Right. Well, nobody can hear what Carrie's saying, so they're probably just like, why is there dead air? So yeah, we got an email from Facebook that just said they weren't going to push us to other people. So I guess that just means that if people aren't subscribed to our thing, but they watch other stuff that's similar to ours, it won't get pushed to them to just to be ours or whatever. So anyway, fucking Facebook.
Yep.
But whatever. Julie says, hi guys from the couch. Vernon says, good evening. Sean wants to know if he won. And Bruce said we did pop up on his Facebook. So
how about that?
It's always me though. Like I don't get a code. I wonder if it's because I'm also a admin on that thing. So they're like, why should we send him a notice? He's supposed to be running the damn site. I don't know.
Right. If he doesn't know he's live, I don't know what to tell you.
That's on him. Oh well. I found it. I shared it to all my people personally, and I have it up so I can read the comments. So we are good to go.
Excellent. All right, so like and share, like and share, like and share. Not that we're going to spin the wheel because we don't have Julie, so it's...
Right. We don't have a wheel person.
So we'll figure it out. We figure out how we'll have to write the names down. That's what's stopping us. So...
Right, it's not that difficult, right? Don't you just write down on a piece of paper, this person won this, and then like it's up to you guys contact them and tell them to come pick up their shit? Yeah, so that's probably something that, I don't know, you could do.
Why do I got to do everything?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You already do everything. My bad.
Just because you're reading the...
I'll do it.
Reading the comments.
We're not being suggested that we didn't comply. I'm reading the emails. We didn't comply with the terms of service. When I clicked on view details, I don't know if it tells you what we actually did, or that's just the it just takes you to their page. Right. It still says recommendation that we're recommendable. Right. I don't know what that was. They didn't give us, like, the one time we got a strike, they showed us a little clip of Mike threatening Nancy Pelosi, and then that's why we got a strike. But we didn't this time. I didn't get a strike. All I got was a notice that they're not pushing us. But that's all right.
I threatened to run her over with a bus one time, and look what happens. Crazy. So let's do this. Let's thank the sponsors.
Yeah, let's thank some people. Get on this.
All right.
Thank some people. We literally got nothing to get to tonight, so let's thank some people and move on.
So, our king sponsor.
Where
were you on?
I'm too busy reading comments. I wasn't ready.
Give it to me anyway. There we go. All right. Johnny Custom Glocks. Because life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. And I got to tell you. All right. I'm not going to get into it like I got into it last week. Getting all the hate mail. Everybody hates me because I told the truth. I said it.
What, on that show?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't get any hate mail because everybody here's got a Johnny Glock trigger. So, and if they got one of those 4311s, you know, Kenny Johns. All right. So go get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger if you got a G-Lock, because it will make your life better. That's all I'm saying. All right. Make your life better. So follow him on all his social medias. Okay. Go back and look at his old stuff where he's giving away all his secrets and keep up to date with what is going on in the Glock trigger world. All right. Our jester sponsor, Sean Hilton, SmokeShow3D.com.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! Using one of those today. Used one yesterday. Used one Tuesday. Like, I use that thing all the time. So if you can't win, because I can't write the names down, all right, go to SmokeShow3D.com and use code FSP10 and get 10% off because Sean's so good to us. All right, but go get yourself an Armor's block. If you got G-Lock, go onto it when you take it apart to clean your Johnny Custom Glocks trigger. And also, the Self-Defense Emporium for hooking us up with the hour on the simulator, even though we're not running it. So
you're not running it? Or you mean not running any giveaways?
We're not picking any names, so we're not on the wheel, but we will pick the winners. We figure out how to get Julie back on the laptop. So
right, she can do it from anywhere. She doesn't have to go to your place, obviously.
Yeah. So I'll get her all hooked up at her house so she can log in and be on here so she can read the comments and write down the names. Then there'll be less stress on us.
I'm not stressed.
Fall apart without her here. All right. So, you got a toast?
God damn, I had to do that too? Yeah.
I'll do the toast.
Yeah, you have something different? Probably not.
No, it's always got to be the same thing. The toast is actually what I say before it. Then we just finish it with that. So here's what I say. It is a crazy, stupid world out there. So everybody take care of themselves and everybody else. All right? Don't let the evil and the stupidity get to you. It's a horrible world, and we're just living in it, and there's nothing we can do about it. But be ready to take care of yourself, protect yourself, and stuff like that. So here's a toast about that. It goes like this. You know what rhymes with Thursday? Alcohol. Woo! Cheers. All right.
What's up?
I don't know.
What's going on at the Emporium? Let's start with a weekly Emporium update. What's going on over there at SDE?
Weekly Emporium. So we room in our couples therapy class. All right. So I really didn't get to advertise it, but it's a small class. It'll be pretty good. It's going to be 2 hours on the range with handgun and pistol caliber carbine. Right. Then to the simulator where you're going to do couples, teams, going through scenarios, shoot, move, and communicate on the thing. Then we'll break for lunch. When we get back, we go to the shoot house. Okay. 3 hours in the shoot house, learning how to clear rooms, get out of buildings, right? A little force on force at the end. And then a home cooked meal to hang out, be together and socialize. And then you're free to go out and do whatever you want Valentine's Day night. That's it. That's what we got going on.
So what? How? I missed the numbers. So from when to when? This is like all day, half a day.
It's like 9:30 to 5:30. 5:30 is when we start eating. So 9:30 to 6:30. So it's a whole day.
Yeah, that is a whole day. Wow, nice.
$450 per couple. That covers everything except your ammo and a good meal at the end of the day. I think we have what's it called?
Nice.
Paella.
Paella? Yeah, it's paella.
So it'll be pretty good. And we got room. It's a very, very small class. All right. So
You take all couples?
What's that?
You take all couples, or you like discriminatory?
I'll take Sean and Chris if they want to couple up.
That's what I'm wondering. Is like you have room for non-traditional?
They're very far from traditional, so yeah.
Well, they could come in between the two of them and probably just get all their simulator time for free. Rack up all their wins.
So what's going on in the crazy friggin' world we live in? Anything going on in the gun world?
Kathy says she wishes she could come. Julie wants to know who's cooking.
Francisco and
Nice.
Karen.
Yeah, Sean wants to know if he can just come for the home cooked meal.
Go Francisco. Probably.
Let's see. Julie says Saturday is also candy and coffee. Wait, what is it? What is the coffee and carry?
Oh,
with Wick and Night Vision.
Yeah, it's Wick.
Right,
Wick is coming in doing Night Vision. So 10 to 11, they'll probably be in the simulator room, which is probably the darkest room in the Emporium, using Night Vision.
Who is Wick for people who don't know?
Who is Wick? He is Wick.
Well,
Look him up.
Most people in here probably know, but like, yeah, what is his site? What does he do? What does he know about Night Vision?
So Wick, go to Instagram and look up Wick _ I think it's Wick _ actual is what it is. All right. And also Hillbilly Heroes and Wick Designs. So those are all the companies he's a part of. Wick is a good friend of mine. Excuse me. But he is he sells Night Vision. And
he sells all kinds of cool stuff, right?
What's that?
He sells all kinds of cool stuff because he stepped up and was very kind and donated a bunch of stuff at the MGT thing that was all tactical related. I think he had a vest with plates and a tactical helmet and all kinds of cool stuff. So he sells and makes
Hillbilly Heroes.
Right.
Like he does a lot of surplus stuff. He brings in like body armor, helmets. He sells, the armor and the helmets. He sells the Night Vision. He makes knives. He makes the Sharpies with the carbon fiber rods in them. Like he makes a lot of the stuff he makes is really nice. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, he's a lot of cool stuff. No, the stuff he donated was great. I need to get me a vest and a helmet. That's been on my list for a couple of years now to at least get a vest and maybe a helmet if I can throw it in there. So I got to get with him and see.
I need a
Get
new
with him,
helmet.
see what I can get. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to him and see what he can hook me up with. But yeah, so he's coming to teach the CNC ladies how to do night vision.
Yep.
That sounds
We
like
gotta
fun.
get, you know, bullets and bourbon going or whatever.
Well, I said the ladies get all. I was just gonna say that the ladies get all the cool stuff. How come we don't? We ain't got no guy shit like that. What if I want to come do night vision? I got to put on a skirt.
You got nice legs.
Like that's crazy.
We gotta figure it out. I gotta get it going.
Yeah, you do. It's your location. Like I can't plan dates and times for places that I don't work at or have any control over. So that's like you're gonna have to be responsible for that. Like, we need to do a front side press party. We need to do one of our shows there one Thursday night from the simulator room, like when we first set it up, and have some exclusive guests. Like we gotta get some shit going, man.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a front side press party like we did for MGT?
Right, we talked about that like 2 weeks ago, and nothing. We've done nothing. Man, I put together the whole last one in like 2 weeks' notice. You want me to do this one too?
Yeah, it's not like you do it by yourself.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Sean, you want to cook? And then if you want to come to the front side press party, make a comment in there. We'll get a head count. If Sean wants to cook, we'll pick a date. Should we just do a Thursday like it's a normal night, or we do a Saturday like last time? Probably. So more people can come.
Get people? I think we should do another Saturday.
Right. All right.
I can go.
If anybody wants to come and do a party, who's going to come? Sean, let me know if you're interested in cooking again, and we'll pick a date in late March, early April, something like that. Give us 4 or 5 weeks to put it together, and then we'll have a party.
There it is.
All right, there. I set it up. Now the rest of it is up to you.
All right.
You got to get permission to do basically what we did last time. Use the tables, use the chairs, use a room, get some stimulator time. We need to do a range. We need to do a range get together too, because you have a room out there with tables and chairs and stuff. We need to just do like a weekday dinner or a lunch day or something, and like shut it down for an hour and a half or something, and cater some sandwiches or whatever, and do like a day shoot or something.
That's a good idea. We can work on that.
The simulator's fun, but we need to get on a live line.
We can do that. You block the range off at like 5 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, pick a slow time. I don't want to cost you guys any money for normal renters or whatever, but if you can get it at a slow time in the afternoon, we get some people out there. We'll do a group shoot.
Sounds good to me.
You gotta get people in the store, man. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so this weekend, then, if you want to do night vision stuff, if you're a lady, go to CNC. That's at what, 10 to 11?
10 to 11, Saturday morning at the Emporium.
And then at the same time Saturday, you're going to be doing Valentine's Day shit.
You know what? You know who the guest is next Saturday?
No.
You know who the speaker is?
No,
Gabriel.
how do I know? Oh, nice.
He's doing
Is he going to talk about how to get sub 3 seconds on the stimulator?
He's doing flashlight. He's doing a class on flashlights, right? Well, he's doing a speech on flashlights, and then what it's going to end up is being a class with him and Kevin Williams doing an actual flashlight class together. So I'll be Gabriel's AI. So Kevin Williams was did Caffeine and Carry like 2 weeks ago or something like that. He's a sergeant for Bradenton PD, and he's former NYPD counterterrorism. So it's fun for me. Like, I love talking to him. He's very knowledgeable in, I don't know, eliminating pests, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say it without getting us banned or whatever. So,
Right. He provides counterterrorism support.
Yep. So it's fun watching him go through like the simulator, especially when he does the active shooter one.
Right.
He's just hunting. It's impressive to watch him do it. So
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool. You got a bunch of stuff going on then.
What's that?
Yeah, you got a bunch of stuff coming up at the shop. That's awesome. Sounds like a lot of it's going on Saturday. You have room for all these people?
What, this Saturday?
Right, because you got the CNC with the night vision going on at the same time. You got couples therapy.
Were you there the day Boone was there? That was
No.
something else. Him and Sarah. There was like 40 women there. Excuse me. So that was pretty good. He called me last week, wanted to get more dates. So I've been talking to him. Going to run some more classes and stuff like that. I'm going to do some more of a high-speed class this time. That guy, he's such a great guy, but
You're a high-speed motherfucker.
What's that?
Gary, you're too slow on the... I said because you're a high-speed motherfucker.
That's Boone's a high-speed motherfucker.
Gary's too slow on the...
A high-speed motherfucker.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Be slow on the draw.
I wonder why we get banned.
Julie wants to take the flashlight class. John said he's in for cooking. We put it together. He's down for cooking. He wants to do a bowling pin shoot. Can we shoot bowling pins on your range?
We don't have a table for it.
Well, somebody could just go stand out there and put it on their head or hold it or something.
Yeah, just hold it.
We're all professionals.
There you go. Yeah, we're all professionals here.
I think we'll be fine. Why not?
Stand out there. Go ahead. Get it. Get it. Here you go. Shoot the pin.
Yep. I think we can handle that.
There's got to be a way to make a table out of metal or something like that and put it out there. We could probably do that. What do you do on a bowling pin? Just time how long it takes you to shoot the bowling pins off the table? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think people like to shoot bowling pins because they explode. Like, I don't know if you do it as like a
bowling pins.
Yeah, I don't know if you do it as a competition. Like, you set up all 10 of them and try and take down all 10 like it's a bowling ball, or I think you just shoot the pins. Yeah. It's just something else to shoot at, like instead of steel, because you can't shoot steel indoor because they ricochet or whatever, obviously. So you just shoot pins. It's better than shooting paper targets, I guess.
Oh, give me the rules of what you need, Sean.
Like a game. Yeah, you could probably set it up like a game. That'd be kind of fun, actually. It'd be like one of them games at the fair. You gotta knock them all down.
Yeah, they used to have bowling pin shoots out at what is it, DeSoto Gun Range, DeSoto Gun Club, wherever. I'm tired.
Yeah, you're always tired. Oh, real quick before we move on to world topics, there's a GSFF match coming up, right? You should probably start promoting that and letting people know because they need volunteers. I'm getting the text messages for volunteering and donating and schedules and stuff and signing. I'm getting emails from GSSF about signing up. So run down real quick the upcoming GSSF.
So we got it. It's going to be it's the last weekend of March. So it's the birthday match, right? Julie Bales is always needing help, right? She runs like the greatest Glock match. So we need to support her and get people out there helping. We always have great giveaways for the workers and stuff like that.
It's the last weekend in March?
Yes. They put it on my birthday.
I have the wrong. I have to verify everything. I'm confused.
So
It's not the first time.
I've been talking to Mark, who's he's in the head of training for Glock, right, and also the head. Oh, excuse me, of the GSSF. So he's
Right.
they come together. He's in charge of everything, right? And really cool guy. He's coming down for the match, and he's coming over to check out the Emporium. So we're going to talk about some things when he gets into town. Scott will be into town. So all you people that shoot the GSSF, Scott's coming to this one. All right, he's a HMFIC of the GSSF, and just an awesome person, and the reason why I have a birthday match. So get out there for that match. This is like, I don't want to hear any more whining about, I want to shoot the GSSF. Just friggin' go shoot it. Don't be a big pansy. All right.
Well, they give you the whole weekend, right?
Yeah,
you got to sit there. You just show up, spend a few hours, shoot, go home.
Everybody thinks it's like they're like, there's 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, and we're down by a run, and they're at bat at Yankee Stadium, and everybody's looking at them. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what it is. Nobody knows how well you did or how bad you did because nobody can see your target. Like, nobody cares. They're more worried about loading their mags and getting ready to shoot. It's more like the GSSF, when we do it, is more like a picnic interrupted by shooting. But you should get out there and volunteer. But you definitely should shoot. So you go out there, you got to, you volunteer, you got a chance to win a gun. You shoot, you got many chances to win a gun. So just go out there. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have my Glock. It's broken.
Again,
Johnny has to send. Well, it's still broken. Johnny can't fix it. He's had it for a long time, so he's actually gonna have to send it back to the factory and ask him to do a replacement on it. Like he has no idea what's wrong with it. He can't get it fixed, so he's just gonna send it back, see if they'll give me a new one. Fine with me, but so I don't have a 19. So if I shoot it, I'll have to borrow somebody's 19. Well, I mean, I got my 43, but I'd rather shoot with I have a 17. I can shoot that, right?
Yeah, you can shoot 17.
Yeah, I shoot my 7. That's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting I have it. It's like my truck gun, so I don't carry it a lot. So I keep forgetting I have it. But yeah, I got a 17, and then I got my 43, so I can shoot a couple categories if I wanted to.
I got a new gun came in today. I got a AR in 9 that's like this big. I got it for the couples therapy class case. Someone needed to borrow a pistol caliber carbine. I wanted to make sure that we had enough of them. So I had mine, Julie's. Like, I was going to use my MP5, but it's a little bit more difficult to teach somebody how to use that. So I just went and got a PSA one. So, yeah.
She can't tell. Yeah, the match is March 28th and 29th. I had the wrong dates for some reason. I can do all right. Kara's going to be out of town that weekend because she has a school field trip thing, but I'll be in town by myself. So for some reason, I thought it was a different weekend where we both had to go do speech and debate or something, and we couldn't do it. But I got my child events wrong, so I should be around that weekend, so I can volunteer the whole weekend and shoot.
So
cool.
So I got something
to donate this year.
I got some exciting news from the household here.
Oh.
So Gabriel made the high school baseball team.
Wow, nice.
Never played baseball before in his life. Like, I'm not talking about never been on a baseball team. Never played baseball. And his buddy said, you should try out for the team. And that night, he went and tried out. And 3 weeks later, he's on the team. So, congratulations to him.
Nice. Does he have a position yet?
They've had him playing like left field, which is crazy to me because I thought they would have stuck him in right field or something like that. But he's the coach says that he gets better every single day. And I told him, like, we had a long talk. I said, listen, if you're gonna do this, there's no screwing around. Like, you got to go out there, you got to try harder than everybody else, because why would they have you on the team as they don't need you. You know what I mean? If you
Right.
got, you don't know what you're doing, so you're gonna have to learn everything. I said, but try harder than everybody else. Study on stuff, because there's a lot of science to baseball, so you can catch up a lot. So where you lack in experience, you can make up with understanding of how the game's played and stuff like that. And he's on the team, so good for him. His first team.
Yeah, the left field is a big spot.
Yep. I was like, like baseball. I'm better at baseball than I am at hockey, but they don't let you hit people in baseball, so
You got to
Hockey
have an
was.
arm to play left field.
I dropped out of high school baseball to go play men's softball when I was 16. And people are like, why would you do that? I'm like, they let you drink in men's softball. I was the youngest kid in the league because my dad was on the team. So I got to play. Remember coming home. If I was like, just go in the house and go right to bed. My mother comes in and goes, was your son drinking? My dad's like, why would you say that? Well, he's out there. He's stepping on the toe of one cleat with the other cleat, trying to pull his foot out, and it's not working. Because I'm having a little hard time getting my shoes off, right? So, hey, did you get, first of all, what happened in Sarasota?
So, yeah, there's a couple of gun things going on in the world, talking about crazy gun shit, but there was a multiple homicide that happened in Sarasota a couple days ago. I actually have an article pulled up here that kind of talks about it. And then it's related to a multiple shooting on the other coast. So they think that they're connected. I'll read a quick little rundown. So investigators believe a double homicide in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is tied to a shooting at a residence in another part of the state, which left 5 people dead, including the suspected shooter. In a news release on Wednesday, February 11th, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office said a preliminary investigation indicated that the suspect had been in a previous romantic relationship with one of the victims in Fort Lauderdale. That victim was connected to 4 victims in Sarasota, Florida, according to the Sheriff's Office. They identified those killed in the Sarasota shooting. I'm not going to go through all that, but based on the preliminary investigations, the Sarasota office said it appeared that not who's the shooter died from self-inflicted wounds. The agency noted that there were no known documented mental health crises or prior history of violence associated. The suspect's motivation for targeting the Sarasota victims is unknown. So on Tuesday, February 10th, deputies responded to a shooting. They reported that multiple people were found dead, including the suspects, but could not confirm the number of victims. Authorities noted that the shooting appeared to be an isolated incident and said there was no threat to the public. So here in Sarasota, somebody killed 4 people in their home and then killed himself. And then there's also 2 people dead in Fort Lauderdale that knew or connected to the people who lived in Sarasota, and it sounds like a domestic situation. So I don't know all the facts and speculation, but girlfriend lived over there. Maybe girlfriend had an ex-boyfriend that lived over here, or somebody was having an affair. Somebody lived here, was having an affair on somebody over there or something. And so this guy apparently went nuts and just killed everybody. So yeah, you got four people dead here and himself, and then 2 people dead in Fort Lauderdale within 2 days. Crazy.
Wow.
So Carrie's speaking in the microphone so nobody could hear that, but Carrie says, I must have an old report. Carrie says that apparently he killed his ex-girlfriend and her child, 18-year-old child or something, on Fort Lauderdale, and then drove over here and killed her family members that live over here and the cleaning lady, and then himself.
Wow.
So, crazy story.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's scary. That's inside your home, so people think when they're in home they're safe. A lot of people to tie this around the guns. People get home and they take their guns off their side and they put it in their safe or whatever. And so and I don't know if they let the guy in because they knew who he was, so they let him in, and you wouldn't be prepared in that situation, or if he broke in and killed them when they weren't paying attention. I mean, that may still be things that need to be sorted out, I guess, but be careful in your home. And then they kidnapped that lady, the famous lady's mom in California or whatever. They broke into that lady's home and apparently either murdered or abducted her. So be safe. Be careful in your houses. You're not always safe in there. Well, yeah, but I don't think that ransom thing isn't connected with that lady. Like those are people just looking for. No, it's no. What
that's the same case.
Correct. No, they kidnapped the mom. The mom's missing. I don't know if she's dead or kidnapped, but the mom is missing. And then somebody sent a ransom note to TMZ saying we want all this money in Bitcoin by this day, but they never provided proof of life. So I don't believe, and I don't think most investigators do at this point, that the ransom stuff through TMZ is from the actual people who probably had anything to do with the woman. Because historically, when you kidnap somebody, you don't post the ransom at TMZ for everybody to know about it, and then give your Bitcoin account to TMZ for them to monitor it every day to see if the money got put in there, because you'll never be able to get the money out of that Bitcoin account or do anything with it because it's going to be monitored, and everybody knows what's going on because it's on TMZ. Normally, I would assume if you're a professional in some sort, or even an amateur, and you kidnap an old woman from her home, you're going to contact them privately with a ransom note, or maybe you leave a ransom note at the scene or something. You don't send it to TMZ. So I don't think those ransom notes really had anything to do with who kidnapped her. I could be wrong, but the point is she was in her home, and the point is that she was kidnapped in her home, and these people were murdered in their home. So yeah, I took a class. You probably remember, Mike. Yeah, a couple years ago, you gave a class at the place, and these guys came in and were talking about home security, and they talked about different things you can do to your house, reinforcing your doors, having certain weapons like stashed various places around the house, near windows where you could escape from, where you should put the cameras, like all that kind of stuff, how to not leave your remote control in your car and all those kind of things. So people should take their home safety way more serious, because I think that they just assume that they're safe, which people should. In a real world, in a fair and just world, people should feel safe in their homes. But unfortunately, we don't live in that world. So,
nope, it's ridiculous.
So so all those people are dead. And then, of course, the other horrible story is the mass shooting in Canada, where a person of an unspecified gender, previously of a different, possibly unspecified gender, murdered a whole bunch of students at a school, and then some people at a house. And then I think they also killed themselves too, because they're dead. So I don't know if the cops shot them. I mean, it's Canada. Do they even have guns? And the cops even have guns in Canada? But I don't know if the Canada shot them or if they self-inflicted gunshot wounds. But yeah, it's so different, obviously, because it's in Canada. They don't usually get a lot of mass shootings up there, but it's another mass shooting with some similar facts that people maybe don't want to talk about. Yeah, I don't know how. Like, was it an AR-15? Was it? Hang on, I pulled the. Well, I did. I pulled it. Damn it, where'd it go? I pulled the article up to see if I get some more details, because I don't know if that was a AR-15 or a handgun, or how this person got them, because they are not legal in Canada, or I guess they might be legal, but you certainly got to have a have a special
They gotta
license
jump
for it. So
bunch
yeah,
of-
I'm not quite sure. No, it's a joke because the person's transgender and the people in Canada won't report on the news what the person's pronouns are or history are. It's a joke. Let's see. At least 9 people were killed in connection to a mass shooting Tuesday at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School in Vancouver. Police identified the suspect, reportedly also found dead, as an 18-year-old transgender woman who allegedly killed 2 of their family members at home before firing at the school. The Canadian Mounted Police confirmed to Fox News active shooter, while searching the school, found 6 victims dead from gunshot wounds in the alleged shooter, identified as 18-year-old Jesse Van Rotselar, dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted injury. Said had attended the school before, dropping out roughly 4 years ago. Identified as female but was assigned male at birth, began transitioning 6 years ago. Had a history of mental health related contact with police. May have had access to weapons stored at home. Officials visited the residence multiple times in recent years for mental health calls, during which weapons were briefly seized under the criminal code but later returned following a petition by the lawful owner. 2 firearms, a long gun and a modified handgun, were recovered inside the school by the police. Neither weapon was registered to the person, who previously had a firearms license but expired in 2024. 1 teacher, a bunch of kids. Secondary location believed to be 2 additional victims were found dead inside a residence and were identified as the suspect's 39-year-old mother and 11-year-old stepbrother.
Jeez.
Officials added that 2 victims were airlifted to a hospital. Yeah. 25 others have non-life threatening. So a long gun and a handgun, I don't know if that means rifle or AR or what. It doesn't say. I would assume if it was an AR, they'd probably slap it in there because that's what everybody
saying it was an AR.
wants
It's
to
gonna
talk
be
about.
not this idiot's fault.
Yeah. So there you go. So you've got transgender person, used to be male, now says female, killed their mom, their stepbrother, and then went to the school and killed a teacher and 7 children and wounded 27 others. And then themselves, because that's what these piece of shits always do. Right. They're stopped with a gun one way or the other, either their own gun or a good guy with a gun concept or whatever. Like the only thing that ever stops these things is a gun, regardless of where it comes from. So, of course, Canada, they don't have, they obviously have very strict gun laws there. So how they got a hold of that? Yeah, I assume, because even in Britain, you can have certain firearms. You just have to get a special license and jump through all the hoops. It's not just for everybody who wants to go into the store and buy one. So people can in these countries. I mean, look at Australia, and they just had another one, a few months ago or whatever, and they're really anti-gun there. But there are still certain people who can get exemptions with certain licensing and everything else. So they still exist in those countries, but certainly they're really a lot stronger gun laws than we have here.
It's the whole T-shirt thing. If you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have them.
Right.
It's
Gun person. Yeah.
Yep.
So who knows? Yeah, I mean, who knows what? There'll be some more to come out about the specifics of the guns, but no, it's funny because, yeah, when you watch, not to turn it into a transgender debate, but right, when you watch the Canadian news people or whatever, and even the cops when they were trying to give their press conference, they were being very, very careful. Some of the articles even called them a gun person because they didn't want to call a spade, for lack of a better term, so they used the phrase gun person. It's funny. But again,
a valid minors.
Well, it says that it expired in 2024, the one I just read. But yeah, they had a license. Yeah, they do. So yeah, Canada has. You can get licenses for guns in Canada. They're hard to get, obviously. Like in New York City, you can get a license to carry a gun. They just make it almost impossible to get one, and they just don't have gun shops everywhere, and it's highly regulated. Regulated, so you can get one, but it's rare that. Again, those guys in Australia, when they killed all those Jews at the beach in a terrorist attack, they had their guns. I think they were all illegal. They didn't like sneak them across the border or anything like that. So there are certain ways to still get them in those states. But the problem is the average people who would want something like that for self-defense can't get them because they probably get denied or so many hoops to jump through. They don't do it. And so, but if you're a bad guy, you're either going to do it illegally or you're going to go through those hoops because you don't give a shit if they charge you afterwards for lying on those forms because you're going to kill yourself anyway because you're a coward piece of shit. So like they don't really care. So lots of times they get grandfathered in. You see a lot of these where the younger ones take their parents' guns, which is obviously what happened here. And the parents are perfectly law abiding, but they have children that have probably been shot full of a bunch of hormones or drugs or whatever, and obviously have underlying mental health issues, not just because of the trans thing, but just to report themselves. So they had to go out there for numerous mental health calls and stuff back in the day, and nobody did anything about it. So, I mean, I don't know how they let those cases slip through the cracks up there, but they slip through the cracks here too. So don't rely on your government to do it. Rely on yourself.
Yep.
So yeah, crazy world. Protect your home. Protect yourself. Try and protect your schools.
Work in teams. And if you don't know how to do
That's all
that,
you can do.
the couples therapy this weekend.
Couples therapy. Valentine's Day. You can shoot your gun and then shoot your wad. Oh wait, did I say that? That's not what that's probably inappropriate, but you can.
Well, if it was a shotgun, you'd be doing that at the same time.
Spraying everywhere. So yeah, have fun. They still got a couple of spots for some couples, so they'll take all couples. They don't care if you're straight, not straight, transgender, whatever you want. Sign up.
Just be law-abiding and not crazy and addicted to psychedelics.
That goes for everybody, yeah.
Try to be a good person. All right. Let's spank the sponsors and get out of here.
Yeah, it's been a downer show. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, before we forget.
Happy Valentine's Day. All right. So we'll spank them right now. Our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks. Life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So don't have a Glock trigger that sucks. Go get one that rocks. All right. And get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks. All right. If you got the 43, the 43X, the 48, you need that 4311. All right. It's not a want. It's a friggin' need. It's so much better. Best Glock trigger out there. Our jester sponsor, Sean Hilton and SmokeShow3D.com.
And Private Caterer Extraordinaire.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And our Private
Always
Caterer Extraordinaire.
Cool stuff ways. Very handy. Very handy. Get yourself one of them. And don't forget, I think I'm going to be switching over. I don't know. I heard a rumor.
And on Valentine's Day, the spot is right here.
Florida Man Ammo. What is that?
I said on Valentine's Day, the spot is right here.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
I wonder why we're banned. And the Self-Defense Emporium for hooking us up with the Hour on the Simulator, which we'll be drawing next week. We'll drag it back up next week. I'll have Julie lecture me about how to do it. We'll
figure it out. She can sit on her couch and put it on her lap and log in, man. All she needs is a phone or a computer. I don't understand why y'all can't figure this out.
Why is it?
All you need is a fucking piece of paper and a pencil. I don't know why you can't figure that out either.
I don't know which one to write it on.
Write it on the top one.
All right. Take us out of here. Play music.
Happy Valentine's Day. Be good. Love all your significant others. If you don't have one, enjoy it anyway. Do something fun on Saturday.